A prisoner of war deliberately threw a baseball near the barbed wire fence. When he saw the guard didn't react at all, he boldly crossed the warning line and walked up to the fence. He observed the distribution of the watchtowers and confirmed that this was a blind spot in the guard's field of vision. Suddenly, a patrol noticed him and immediately ordered him to leave. The prisoner hurriedly explained to the guard that he was just going to pick up the baseball. In this way, he successfully fooled the guard. That night, the prisoner came back to the fence again. He hid in the guard's blind spot and used pliers to cut through the barbed wire fence, successfully escaping from the heavily guarded prisoner of war camp. But to the guard's surprise, he returned the next day. He did this just to figure out the firepower deployment around the camp in preparation for a collective escape later. That very night, the group of prisoners made an escape plan. They decided to use stupid and low-level escape methods every day to numb the guards and then secretly dig a tunnel to get away. To get digging tools, a prisoner deliberately damaged a water pipe while working. When the guards came to check, other prisoners quickly surrounded a car, stole 2 steel bars from under it, and quickly passed them to their comrades hiding in the dormitory. Once everything was ready, the digging work officially began. 2 prisoners moved the stove aside and connected the chimney with a pre-prepared pipe. Then a teammate knocked on the window to signal the outside companions to start construction. By both sides swinging hammers simultaneously, they could cover up the sound of digging. But as the tunnel got deeper, how to transport the soil out became a problem. Soon, a prisoner came up with a solution. He invented a cloth bag that could be hidden in the trouser legs. By pulling a rope, he could quietly pour out the soil. Then they quickly mixed 2 types of soil, successfully solving the problem of transporting the soil. Over the next week, they successfully dug a 20-meter-long tunnel. But new problems arose. Because the tunnel was too narrow and deep, there was a serious lack of oxygen inside. To solve this problem, the carpenter made a simple bellow to provide oxygen for the prisoners digging the tunnel. Just as the tunnel was about to reach outside the camp, it collapsed. Fortunately, it was discovered in time, and they weren't buried by the soil. Since the soil outside the camp was relatively soft, the tunnel had to be supported by wooden planks. But all the available wooden planks in the camp had been used up. They had no choice but to take apart the bedboards for support. Finally, they successfully dug a 100-meter-long tunnel. Then, they made dried rations from potatoes and began to plot the time of their escape. But just then, an accident happened. One day, a guard knocked over a cup while pouring tea and discovered the tunnel under the stove.